And welcome everybody to today's stream. I have missed y'all. I have been MIA for the past 2 days or 3 days or so, but it's for good reasons. I was actually doing some maintenance on my C-17, and I am super excited that I figured out how to incorporate VNav into the C-17. If you've seen previous streams that I've had, I was always saying how I could do LNAV via the ISG gauges plugin that I added to the C-17, but I was unable to do VNav. But I figured it out. I incorporated it into the aircraft, and I'm super excited. Also, I did some other modifications to the panel, the interior of the aircraft, and did an update. Updated to the 3. I think it's 3.1 is the firmware that's out right now for the Virtavia C-17, which fixed a couple of issues that it was having, i.e. the some of the issues they were having with the panel and the lights and the flight dynamics of it. So we are here on the ground at Dover Air Force Base, and we are going to be flying into Charleston, South Carolina today. So as you can see, I'll slide this up here. As you can see, I did some modifications. I changed the FMS. Before it had the Smith FMS that was in here, and I just went and modified the texture a little bit to make it match the C-17. So let's go ahead and jump in here and get everything going. Let's get some power going to the aircraft. As you can see, everything just came to life, and let's go ahead and program our FMC. So our route today is going to be Dover to Charleston, and the flight time is about 2 hours or so. So let's go and see what runway we're going to be taking off from. So we'll be taking off from runway 14. So our taxi is not going to be that long, which is super cool. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to take off from runway 19. So yeah, we'll take off from runway 19. Spot plane. Yeah, so we'll take off from runway 19 here at Dover. So yeah, I wanted to make sure everything was correct and working properly with the aircraft prior to doing this flight. And our departure out of here, we're going to be departing via the Canny 1 departure with a groan transition, and we'll execute that. And then the rest of our legs will be as follows. So we got groan, then we'll connect to Glover. I was about to say Glover. Glover. And after Glover, we'll connect to the Omni. OBNEE. And I just want to look at something, make sure the stream is coming through. All right, yeah, the stream's coming through. All right, so after Omni, let me fix my track IR because it's looking kind of sketchy right now. There we go. So after Omni, we will go ahead and connect to our star in Charleston, which is going to be the Osprey 6, and our transition point is Omni, and we are going to be shooting for ILS 15, and we will catch the transition point at Luther. Is it Luther? Let me look at my nav graph real quick, just make sure. Osprey 6. Yeah, we'll catch it at Luther, and then we'll, because Mamie is, I believe, a little bit further out. So yeah, we'll catch it at Luther, and then we'll fly in runway 15. So let's go with Luther, and we'll execute that. So it looks like everything is now programmed into our FMS. Our cruising altitude today is going to be flight level 300. So let me go back in here. So 300 is going to be our cruising altitude. Execute that. And then our initials. So we'll go to 310 at 12,800. And then our cruise, let's go in here and change that cruising altitude. I think I will leave that at 280. So let's go back over here, and we will do 310 at flight level 207. And then 310 at flight level 240. All right, so everything else, oh, one more. 310 at 267. Actually, I'll do 280 at 267. 280 / 267. Okay, so all of those are programmed in, and now let's look at our star and see when everything starts changing up. So that looks good. And our fix the route discontinuity. And then at Mamie, I want to be at 1,500 feet. So we'll clear that. We'll go 160/15. So we'll do that there. And then everything else should be good. By then we should be connecting to the localizer. So legs programmed in. I'm gonna go ahead and save this route. So let's go back to index, save flight plan, and the flight plan has been saved. So we're looking good there. So I can go ahead and close my FMS. And let's pull up our nav 1. So let me zoom in here because that's kind of far. I can't see that. All right. So our localizer for runway 15 is going to be 109.7 at a course of 152. 109.7. This thing's kind of finicky to dial in, but 109.7. Okay, and a course of 152. And let's transfer that. 109.7, 152. All right, so that's looking good. Our COM 1, 122.8, we'll be talking via Unicom. And I think everything else is good to go. Let's turn my track hat off real quick because that's getting kind of annoying moving around. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get everything going in the aircraft. Get everything going in the aircraft. Turn our LNAV and our VNAV because we will need those. And our transponder, let's go ahead and set a code of 4230. That looks good. All right, so everything is looking good inside the aircraft. Let's go ahead and get her fired up. So the first thing we need to do is turn on our anti-collision light. So let's go ahead and flip that on. Anti-collision light is on. And our takeoff flaps today is going to be flaps 15. So we'll go ahead and bring those down. And let's go ahead and power up the engine. So we're going to go with engine 1. As you can see, engine 1 is starting to spool up. One good engine start. Go with engine 2. I just wanted to turn the cockpit. The cockpit sounds already up a little bit, so we're good. Environment, let me turn that up. Two good engine start. Go with engine 3. Three good engine start. And go with engine 4. Four good engine starts. We are looking good to go there. So our nav lights, those should be on. Let's make sure. And sometimes these like to give me a hard time. There we go. Nav lights are on. And let's go ahead and turn on our taxi lights because we'll be ready for taxi. Taxi lights are on. Oh, it looks like some cold is blowing off of the engines. Alright, so let's go ahead and taxi down to runway 19. Let's let everybody know. Dover traffic, reach 1021, taxiing to runway 9. And go ahead and squawk mode Charlie. And let's go ahead and taxi out. Starflex, how are you doing, buddy? So we're going to go ahead and taxi out now. And let's pull our route up here. Alright, so after takeoff, we're going to be going to Kearney. Let's continue our taxi. Was your house being burnt by a tornado? No. No. And what? Wait a minute. Why are you angry? Are you angry because I haven't been on here? Oh man, you missed it earlier. I had mentioned it. So I was doing maintenance on the C-17, doing a lot of, I did upgrades. I upgraded to version 3.1 for the Virtavia, and then I was doing other upgrades to the panel So that's why I haven't been on. Engines are loud. Starflex always gives me my sound check, so let's turn our engines down just a smidge. Alright, so like I said, we're going to be taxiing to runway 9, so we have a pretty long taxi ahead of us, but it's all Gucci. And as you can see, we're here at Dover Air Force Base, home of the C-17 and the C-5. So how have you been, Starflex? And actually, to be honest with you, you missed a couple of our streams. Avocado Flight was in here for most of them. But you were MIA, and he said he was going to give you crap whenever he finally sees you. Nah, it was more than 2. It was like 3 or 4. Yeah, true. Y'all do give each other crap. There we go. But yeah, so you missed it. I did a lot of upgrades to the C-17. One of the upgrades I did was the fact I figured out how to incorporate VNav into it. So super excited about that. This is the first flight that I'm going on, first official flight on a stream that I'm going on using the VNav. Incorporated Jimmy Cage. Well, there's plenty of space on here for us to hide Jimmy, believe me. So this flight's going to be about 2 hours long. I guess it's a little bit cold over there at Dover. You can see a little bit of the what's it called, condensation, or whatever it's called, the mist coming from the engines. Oh, the Alpha 2 testing is on the 7th, huh? How did Alpha 1 testing go? Did they say? Yeah, I would have a chance of being selected if I applied. I hadn't applied. So yeah, we're going to continue our taxi. We're going to cross runway 14. We got another one. We got everyone picked. Everyone I know has been very quiet about it, like nothing ever happened. Yeah, but how would they pick me?
Approaching 1-4.
How would they pick me if I never applied? Like, they don't even know I exist. And you know what? Well, you won't be picked. I know. I'm butthurt. But it's all good. I hope they got a lot of good people who can go in there and, for the visuals at least, talk about what should be incorporated in FS 2020 to give us, nope, I didn't apply. Because I didn't know if my, computer was going to be fast enough to be able to handle it. Yeah, and I have a i7 3770 with a 1060, so mine would definitely struggle. But yeah, I was super bummed that I couldn't stream for the past couple of days. I wanted to. I really, really wanted to. It's like every time I finished an upgrade or something, I was like, oh man, I want to go stream. And then I was like, I would think of something else that I want to figure out how to incorporate. So it took me a lot of digging. It was my first time doing that much of an extensive modification to any aircraft. Do you have this? No, I don't. But like I said, and that's what I was saying. It took me. It was a struggle to figure out how to do everything. Everything was trial by error. You know, I went in there, made some changes. If I wanted to change where something was positioned, or if I wanted to have a certain gauge pop up, or whatever, it was trial by error. So that's why it took me about 3 days to get everything to where I wanted it to be. Like for instance, this is one of the gauges that I changed, and before I would have to hit the view menu and then select the gauge or whatever. And now you should have a brace lever. Oh, you can kiss my butt. But now I can just click on the virtual cockpit and it'll pop up. The same for my FMS. I didn't have an actual. I would have to do the same thing to bring up the FMS. I would have to go up into view, instrument panel, and then select the FMS to get it to come up. Now I've incorporated a click spot in the actual position where the FMS should be, so I don't have to do that. And you know, to be honest with you, it really wasn't a problem for me. It's just, it wasn't appeasing. You can kiss my, yeah. But it wasn't a problem for me. It just wasn't appealing. You know, with people watching my streams or whatever, watching the options menu come down and whatnot, I tried to avoid that. All right, so let's make sure nothing's coming in on us. We are clear. Yep, we're clear 19. And we're clear that side as well. So yeah, let's go ahead and head out of here. And everything should work beautiful with the LNAV and VNAV. We will see.
Approaching 19. On runway 19.
All right, so let's go ahead and let's make sure. Let's do one last check before we go. LNAV, VNAV is on. Let's go ahead and turn on our landing lights and our formation lights. All right. All right, so we're good. Let's go ahead and hit it. What do you mean by accurate? Gear up, flaps up. Talk about I should kiss you behind. I'm not kissing you, but it's like some local ortho, yeah. Yeah, yeah, I didn't do anything with that. I was working on the visuals for the aircraft. So LNAV's looking good, VNAV is looking good as well. I wish there was a way I can turn the orthos off though. What's wrong with the cockpit visuals in FSX? Yeah, I'm not sure when they added the I'm not sure when they added the virtual cockpit visuals for FSX. Let's look at our FMS. Is this true? The higher you go, the more ground speed you have? It is. Well, from what I noticed, like once I get up to 30,000 feet, my indicated airspeed will show like 280 or something like that, but my ground speed is showing like 4 or something. But as you can see, one of the things that I changed is the visual of the FMS. It doesn't look like the generic Smith FMS. I actually made it look more like the actual FMS that's here on the pedestal. So I made it look more like that. That took some work, but I finally got it to do what it was supposed to do. So it looks like we're going to hold this altitude for a little bit, and then it's going to climb out. So the vertical speed is working amazing. The only thing I wish I was able to figure out is how to get it up here on an actual MCP. But I had to do what I had to do. So like I said, I just threw the buttons here. I just threw the buttons right up here on this one. So it does the job. So have you been doing any flying Starflex? Jesus Christ, were you bored? Whatever possessed you to do that long of a flight? My willpower. Hey, you got more willpower than me, because that's too long of a flight. I haven't done a long behind flight like that since years. Like, how long was the flight from Auckland to LA? Auckland to LA 12 hours, LA to Miami 4 hours, and then to Juliana. Oh, wow. So I know you didn't sit in front of your computer that entire time. Huh. Okay, so you did a lot of napping during that flight. Well, that's cool. Like I said, I haven't done a long one in forever. So, continuing the route, everything looks like is working like it should be working with the VNav. So I'm super excited about that. So are you going to be doing any more flying, or did that just burn you out after that long flight? Burned you out for a bit. I bet. Because I know when I don't know if you remember Avocado. Hey, buddy. So the update I did, I went and updated my Virtavia, the Virtavia C-17 to version 3.1, and then I made the panels look more like they should be looking as far as the FMS, and my I also figured out how to incorporate VNav into the C-17 as well. So ISG, the hell, it literally been 20 minutes. Where have you? But ISG, it had VNav, but I had to figure out how to incorporate it into my aircraft, and it doesn't. It's not just a plug and play. You have to do some a little bit of homework to get it to work the way it's supposed to work. But one of the things that I did, I was showing Starflex, so I added the VNav, LNAV buttons here on my flight computer right here. And that saves me from having to go up and hit Alt and select the menu and what have you to get it to come down. And then, let's see. One of the other things I did, I updated the visuals on the FMS. and added a click point. So if you remember, I had to go Alt, View, Instrument Panel, all that stuff. Now I can just click right here on my mission computer. It pulls up my FMS, and I changed how it looks, so it looks more like the FMS that is here in the C-17 as opposed to the standard Smith FMS. So super excited about all that. The VNAV is working fine. It took me a couple of days to get everything tweaked. That's why I haven't been on streaming. So the aircraft was down for maintenance for about 3 days while I made all those changes. But other than that, everything is working good. Not sure it's working 3 hours, 6 hour round trip. So wait, you gotta drive 3 hours to a Taco Bell in New Zealand? Yeah, he jumped on there. How long did you fly on there? Before you're like, I'm good. The hype's over. Like 2 hours. I know. I'm kind of bummed about, like, when it came out. It was super busy on VATSIM. Everybody was flying. Everybody was checking out the codec and stuff like that. And now, after it's been online for two weeks now, or a week and a half, whatever. And VATSIM is dead like it was before. FNO. I know you're gonna smack me because I feel stupid. What's FNO? It's the best time we get a lot of agency coverage, but at least we have a voice option now. That helps. It does help when people are using it, but I have it up right now and people are still typing in the chat. I'm like, you can use your Friday night ops. Oh, got it. I told you. Yeah, I have it up right now, and people are still typing in the chat. And I'm like, you can just use your voice. Because when I was flying on VATSIM before, having to take your eyes off of your instruments or what's going on in front of you to look over at the chat to type in there is very distracting. But yet, people are still typing in the chat. So for those of y'all who are just joining us, we're flying the Virtavia C-17 from Dover Air Force Base, Delaware, into Charleston Air Force Base, South Carolina. Flight time is about 2 hours, but should be a fairly good flight. And we're testing out the VNAV functionality of the ISG gauges to see if they work. How about you, Avocado? Have you been doing any flying? There's an update for X Squad Box and X Pilot. I think Starflex is just lazy to go and get on there. Been a couple of days. Yeah, same here. Starflex about cried when I got on. He was like, "Where have you been? Did your house blow up?" I'm like, "No, bro. I've just been doing updates." I did updates, but I wanted to make sure everything was working fine prior to getting on and streaming, because I didn't want to get on here and try to stream and stuff is acting all kind of finicky. And then Starflex will give me more crap than what he already gives me. Too much work. I actually need to start an aircraft up. I normally just have the aircraft started, but I found a bunch more military aircraft like saw C-17 the IR 207 Super. Nice. Super nice. So I thought I wasn't going back to work until Monday morning, but I'm actually going back to work tomorrow, which sucks. So I probably won't be on streaming until maybe around this time tomorrow, maybe. That dropped down to 250. What's going on here? Let me go look at something real Okay. Yeah, we could definitely try it. You won't be able to do your next flight until when? I could do a flight tomorrow night. Cause for some, it's weird. They have me going in tomorrow, but I'm off Sunday, Monday. So I'll be able to do one tomorrow night. I probably won't be able to fly on Monday because my wife is getting back. She had to go out of town for what the heck? Okay, something just happened here. Okay, that was super weird. But yeah, my wife had to go out of town, and she'll be back tomorrow. Not tomorrow. She'll be back on Monday. So I haven't seen her in a couple of weeks, so I probably won't be on streaming on Monday. Make sure the VNAV didn't kick off on me because that was weird. Numbers on. What time is it? Ah, come on. You and your clips, man. I already warned you, this flight is a, you know what, let's kick our cruise up a little bit. This flight is the inaugural flight of the C-17 once I made updates to it. Let's bring it up to 290. So yeah, inaugural flight since I made updates to the C-17, and That's a good one. Oh, come on. I don't even want to watch it. I will watch it later. I don't even want to watch it right now because you love clipping my stuff. Watch it. I want live reaction. Oh. Let's see what you done clipped. You won't be able to see it on my screen though. And it's making my stream go. Oh. See, every time I pull up another screen, it makes my stream go super twitchy. Or my gameplay to go super twitchy. So what are you doing right now, Avocado? Eating Taco Bell and watching this. Nice. You know what? I think I'm going to go get the second part of my dinner, too. Hold on one second. Because I went to Texas Roadhouse. I think I have. I'd have to check it out after I get done streaming. But I think I've used that one. But y'all be good to talk amongst yourself. I will be right back. I'm going to go and grab my other part of my dinner. Alright, so I'm waiting for my food to warm up. What did I miss? Taco Bell or In-N-Out? I just need to find yeah, like we said before, to get In-N-Out over there to you, it's gonna be soggy and nasty. $800 isn't worth takeaway. 800. Whoa! What's this $800 thing? I missed something. What's going on with that? Avocado, did he offer you $800 to send him some in and out? Oh, plane ticket. I thought you were offering money to send some. He's giving up $800 each. $800 each for generosity. I thought he was giving out money to send him in and out. Like, yeah, go ahead and send me the $800 first. Alright, so that looks like that's going to be a little bit too fast. So let's go ahead and bring it back up. Get a little bit of just shakes. So let's go with... The turbulence going on shore though through teamtrees.org. It's a safe match. Hey, no, don't let Florida sing. That's my home state. Don't talk about Florida like that. Alright, so I'm happy. Now I got my Texas Roadhouse. So I can go ahead and munch and crunch on this. Florida ain't that bad. Use my hands to warm up my food. You saying I got some rough hands? Oh yeah. I'm not really, I mean, I grew up in the country, but once I left the country, I was like, never again. So it seems like everybody's eating right now. I'm eating Texas Roadhouse. Avocado is eating Taco Bell. What are you, how about you, Starflex? What are you eating? You got the fish salt? And I'm probably gonna I'm gonna turn my cam off. I'm still here. I'm just gonna turn my cam off because I don't want people to see me chewing away. No eating mint. Seriously, we don't have moving using magnetic radio waves to create friction. So you try to say you don't have microwaves? I haven't ran into anybody like that. Yeah. I haven't ran into anybody who uses a microwave to boil water or to boil eggs. To be honest with you, I would be too scared to do it. Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't want to be rude and have people watch me eat. You ever tune into somebody's stream and just watch them eat food while they play a game? Texas Roadhouse is actually pretty good. Yeah, the Texas Roadhouse is actually really good. I've never been disappointed. Can be a little bit pricey though. Not really, cause I got 3 meals. 4. I got 4 meals today. It was only like $60. ASMR with food. Okay, I'm back. My oldest stepdaughter, or my oldest daughter, came in here and told me how she just busted her tail upstairs. She was like, "Did you hear that loud thud?" Yeah. You will regret eating that Taco Bell. Give it about another hour. And your guts are going to be like blah, blah, blah. Yeah. My oldest daughter, she was getting undressed and she was taking off her pants and she slipped on her pants leg. Yeah, we go like that. Now adding Taco Bell. Wow. Sucks for you. Here's one. Not eat microwave Taco Bell. It works 2 times. It's a times 2 multiplier. The only Mexican place around here that, or I wouldn't even call Taco Bell Mexican, but the only Mexican food around here that really messes me up is Alberto's. I cannot eat there. It's not that their food doesn't taste good. It's just that it messes me up. Yeah, you're not missing much. So for those of y'all who are just joining the stream, you see that my webcam is off. I just turned it off briefly because I don't want to be rude and be eating right in front of y'all. You just doxed yourself? With what? Oh, you doxed yourself. How in the heck did you do that? Or why would you do that? Okay. I don't really venture to Dixon. Yeah. Like the only time I see Dixon is when I'm going to SAC. How busy? Oh wow. Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably super crazy. I tell you one thing, Avocado. If you're a rib person, In-N-Out has some of the best ribs. I think. Yeah. Texas Roadhouse has some pretty good ribs. Alright, so let me go put my plate away and then I'll be right back. I'll turn the cam back on at that point. But y'all just continue to talk amongst yourself.
Welcome to the lair.
All right, all right. I am back. What all did I miss, Avocado and Starflex? Super Mamba, welcome. Oh, Super Mamba, welcome to the lair. And welcome to Reach 1021. we're flying to Charleston Air Force Base. We departed out of Dover, and this is the first flight. I'm testing out some updates that I did to the C-17. The model itself is amazing, but I had to get third-party software to be able to integrate FMS and VNAV and LNAV functionality with the aircraft. But yeah, so we're just sitting here chatting away with my buddies Starflex and Avocado, who are regulars to my streams. Yeah. Mamba lives somewhere. I'm pretty sure he lives somewhere. So what version of the C-17 do you have, Avocado? Is it Virtavia as well? I am homeless. Aww. Homeless. You know, pretty soon I'm gonna put my vape down. Cause I used to do cigarettes, and then my wife was constantly on me about that, saying I smelled like an ashtray. So I picked up vaping, and then she's like, "You're always vaping." So I think I need to start looking at putting this down as well. Even though it doesn't smell, I think I need to start thinking about putting it down. So, Mamba, I ask this of everybody that comes into the nicotine gum definitely helps. You know, I had a bad experience with nicotine gum. I tried it many years ago. I tried it many years ago, and it tasted like I was chewing sandpaper. So yeah, I tried a couple of things. I tried the gum, I've tried the patches, I've tried the Chantix and the Zyban and whatnot. I think I'm just gonna have to try cold turkey. I successfully went cold turkey for like 4 months before. And I gotta refill my water. Couldn't keep them lit. Chew it before it explodes. Next you will have nice smelling mouth. Is that kind of like the Pop Rocks Pepsi urban legend? Yeah, so yeah, I tried the patches, and I say probably like last year or so, a friend of mine, or acquaintance of mine, I should say, gave me some patches, and I put them up on the shelf. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to quit, but I never actually did it. Then my wife cleaned the house and she threw them away. And I'm like, why would you throw those away? She's like, you weren't using them. I said, well, I was thinking about using them. She's like, well, you took too long to think about it, so I threw them away. Like, those things are expensive. super glue your mouth shut helps too. Yeah, that would definitely help. But I think somebody would figure out a way to still smoke if you super glued your mouth shut. They would probably just like inhale it through their nose or something. I don't know. I tried the patch and nothing wrong overnight. Holy smoke! I had the most intense realistic surreal dream nightmares I've ever had. Like, you woke up terrified and sweating? Oh my god. Oh man, are you a gun owner? Because if you sleep with a gun, I bet you would, like, if you woke up terrified and sweating and had a gun next to you, the first person that walked in the room, you were probably gonna pop them through the nose. The only one here who doesn't smoke. Nice. Yeah, my issue with patches, nicotine helps short-term memory, so you remember your dreams. You always have those dreams. You just don't remember them. Some shotguns here. Yeah. And that was the other thing with the pills. I had the weirdest dreams. I sit with a knife by my side. Had to use it once, but that was my cat. I'm not sure where she went. Oh my god, you tried to cut your cat? Yeah, I read that recently somewhere. So yeah, I think I'm gonna try to put them down. She was an invader. Okay, but it's your cat. Oh, poor little kitty. Try to cut your cat. There's a reason why I had no sign. Well, your cat couldn't read that sign. So, Mama, do you fly on any simulators? And also, Mamba, I want to say thank you for being my 40th follower to the lair. Explain in P3D. I'm sorry, but she can't speak fluent English. Her fluent English is probably meow. Yeah, I'm fairly new. I've only been doing it for probably about a month and a half now. So I absolutely love it. It's fun meeting people like y'all from all over the world who have the same interests as me and willing to take the time to sit and entertain me as we go on our journeys. As I mentioned before on a previous stream, you know, before VATSIM, before streaming, you just be sitting here, the plane's on autopilot, you're just hearing your thoughts, or here surfing the net or surfing your phone or whatever. And people used to come to me and they said, how can you just sit there and play that thing? You're not really moving, you're just sitting there in front of a screen. And I say it's interesting, you know, learning the principles of flying and doing legit flights and things like that. But y'all just make it more interesting when y'all take the time to come in here and chat with me. Hey, Mamba, really appreciate you hosting the stream. So yeah, no, it's high high saturated carbohydrates and lots of sugars. Yeah, every time, my dogs are like that. Anytime they hear any type of bag rustling or anything like that, here they come running. I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, really? Well, y'all go sit your behind down somewhere. Alright, I had two speakers playing right beside my ears. Oh yeah, to keep yourself awake. Interaction helps too, especially online with VATSIM pilot Edge and streaming. Did you take the kids? Yes, we. My daughter and I. We went trick or treating last night, and we actually went to. They had a Halloween parade and costume contest in my town, and we won best costume. So we won the grand prize, and I was super excited about it. I was actually shocked that we did, because we wore that costume a couple of years ago to that same parade, and we didn't walk away with anything. I mean, we ended up in the paper, but this time, they were going through the trophies and everything, and they were handing out the awards, and as they were getting down to the end, I was like, okay, we probably didn't win anything. I've never won like a grand prize or whatever. And then when they called our number for the grand prize, I was like, holy smoke. So I was super excited. Appreciate it, Avocado. Someone got a poisonous candy. And there was the kid in the same house. Oh my gosh. You and your urban legends. Is that going to be like, are you going to be saying urban legends like don't get apples from people because there's razor blades inside of them? Candy apple razor blade story was some disgruntled uncle that did some disgruntled uncle that did that to his niece. It's all scare tactics. Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, it works, because even my daughter, like, we went trick or treating last night. She has a whole bag full of candy, but I think she's only had like 1 or 2 pieces since we've been back, because I haven't gone through all the candy yet. And I mean, we did it on base, so it should be fairly safe. We didn't go to any places off base, so the candy should be fairly safe. But I always check the candy prior to her eating it. No, just aware that there are some I know there was a few years ago. There was a PSA about some candies. It was like little candies. They looked like skulls and bones and things like that. And they were telling the parents to be wary of those candies because they were ecstasy. So, yeah. There's some wackos out there. Oh, yeah. Some serious wackos. That's why... Yes, I am. I'm active duty Air Force. I've been in 19 years. I have 1 more year to go, and then I can retire. But yeah, there's definitely some wackos out there, and that's why I don't go to neighborhoods off base or what have you. So yeah, we're continuing our flight. We appreciate that, Mambo. Really appreciate it. Yeah, I've been doing it for 19 years. Absolutely love it, but my body is telling me it's time to get ready to start hanging it up because I'm starting to feel it in my back, in my knees, in my shins, my ankles. I said the same thing. Man, I haven't been on base in so long. I was actually born at the hospital before. They tore it down and turned it into offices. Yeah, well, yeah, they didn't tear the building down. The building's still there. I used to work in that building when I first got to the base. And it's creepy. It's creepy as crap. Like, I hated going in that building. If I had to go in that building at night by myself to get something, I turned on every single light on the way to my office. Yeah, it's been like 20 years, something like that. But yeah, that building is creepy as crap at night by yourself. Inside, no. Inside, you would never know that it was. Unless somebody told you that that was a hospital, nobody would. You would never know that that was a hospital. More creepy than Chernobyl? I don't know. I would never venture to Chernobyl. It's just as creepy minus the radiation. Yeah, exactly. Just as creepy minus the radiation. So, creepiest building I've been in as the main building of Heinz VA was the main building of Heinz VA Hospital. Had to deliver there when I worked for FedEx. Oh, what was creepy about it? Just the atmosphere or how it looked, or what was it? Creepiest place I've been at is the closest word say. Oh, the closet. Why did I say the closest? Creepiest place I've been to is the closet. People say that the crazy alcoholic say it to this day. The closet? Like the closet in your room, the closet? Or is there an establishment there in New Zealand called the closet? Your room, the closet. Okay, so there's an alcoholic that haunts it to this day. Who is this said alcoholic? And how does he get in your room? Is it Jimmy? Oh, Mama knows about Jimmy. Ah, nice. Oh, Jimmy. Yeah, Jimmy has caused some havoc on our flights. Blame it on me. Oh, and that's where I continue the story. Ah, got you. Got you. Okay, so that's the story that you told me a couple of streams ago. Got you. Okay. So it's Mamba's fault. Oh, Starflex, by the way, you totally missed it a couple of streams ago. Myself and Avocado did a flight of 2 from Travis to San Diego. It was pretty cool. Only problem was I think the internet lag or whatever. There was times where he was slightly in front of my plane, and then there was times where he was like trailing behind. So, but other than that, it was. Oh, you saw it? Okay. It is my fault, but hint, if he takes it too far, you ask him to tone him down and he will listen. He sees how far he can go. Oh, okay. I'll just kick him off the plane. So it looks like after now waypoint or now VOR, we're gonna start our descent. So Jimmy's a real person. Yeah, for the longest, I thought Jimmy was just a figment of Starflex's imagination. His name is Eli. It is not what's crazy. It is totally insane. Charleston then SUU? Heck no! That's a long behind flight. No, that's a 5-hour flight. Five-hour flight, and it's already almost midnight. I'd have to be able to get some shut-eye before I go to work. Oh, does it? No, does it? I'm pretty sure it says... Ah, dang it, it does. Daggone it. Charleston and EGLL. Oh, definitely not. That's you know, I need to do a flight across the pond though. I haven't done one in a while. The last flight I did across the pond was well, it really wasn't across the pond, but it was from Los Angeles to Hawaii. Dover to NZCH, but eastbound. Ugh. Yeah, no. But yeah, the last flight I did across the water was Los Angeles to Honolulu, and that was a 5-hour flight. Starflex stayed with me the entire flight, and we were struggling. Alright, so it looks like the VNAV is doing what it's supposed to be doing. It's starting our descent. So that's super cool. So no CHS to OMDB, then I'm guessing no. I'm surprised because I've been out from work for like 2 weeks now, and I'm surprised I haven't done a long haul yet. But I have, you know, busy stuff going on here at the house, and as I mentioned earlier, my wife's out of town, so I had to do mommy and daddy duties. So what version what version does it currently have for X-Plane 11? Because the only thing they really updated was, I think, the flight dynamics, and then the virtual cockpit looks a little more vibrant. And then a lot of the switches that didn't work right. So like right here, the panel switch, when you click that, you can see that everything gets a little bit more vibrant. And then the dome light on the overhead, it well, you can't see it during the day, but it doesn't like oversaturate the cockpit. It's just one version. don't know the number, but it was for X-Plane 10. You just have to go into Plane Maker and edit some stuff for it to work. So, working FMC or grade system. So you can't, like for me, I didn't have a working FMC or anything like that, and I had to install ISG to be able to get the FMS and the VNAV and the LNAV functionalities. And for the longest, and you've seen it, Avocado, for the longest I didn't have VNAV. I was just LNAVing it up and making the manual adjustments to the speed and altitude myself, and that became a pain in the butt. Because ultimately, Austin Myers thinks because Microsoft 2020 doesn't have Plane Maker. So Plane Maker, does that allow you to go in and modify the virtual cockpit as well? I have to use the standalone VAS FMC plugin, but it works for LNAV and does its job well. Also updated with current. Okay. And yes, it does. Alright, cool. Because I wouldn't mind getting that and going here. Because there's a couple of buttons here on the MCP that doesn't work. For instance, I have a VNAV button right here on the MCP, but it does not work. So I wish it did, because I could just incorporate my VNAV button there and then probably put another button somewhere else for the LNAV. Maybe like right here in this blank space between the vertical speed and the altitude. So we're beginning our descent down into Charleston. We should be hitting Cobda we should be down to 12,000 feet by the time we hit Cobda, but I doubt it if we'll get there. We will see. All right, Starflex. Oh yeah, we'll be down to 12,000 by the time we hit Cobda. So which, Mamba, what's your favorite aircraft to fly on your simulator? So for those of y'all who are just joining us, we're flying the Virtavia C-17 into Charleston Air Force Base. And we're testing out a couple of upgrades that I did to my Virtavia. The FMS, well, I've had the FMS in here for a while. And I had the LNAV functionality, but I didn't have the VNAV functionality. So we're testing that out and viewing a couple of the visuals that I updated. So one of the visuals that I updated was the actual FMS. Before, it looked like the Smith. Yes, go ahead and eat it. Yes, you can have it. The little girl always finds a way to come in here and like get my streams. Anyway, so updated a couple of things. One of which was the FMS. And so, as you can see, it looks more like the actual FMS that's inside the cockpit as opposed to the generic Smith FMS. So I'm super excited about that. So we're continuing our descent. We're going to be arriving via the Osprey 6 star. And we're going to be expecting runway 15 for landing into Charleston. Avocado, are you still with us? Okay, alright. It was just super quiet for a second. I was wondering if you were still here. So how about y'all? Did y'all do anything for Halloween? Just ended up going to my mom's and watched the movie. Okay, super cool. Like I said, I just took the little one out to trick or treat for a bit, for like an hour or so, and until my back and my feet started hurting, because I cosplay as a Ghostbuster, and for Halloween I just decided to go with my Ghostbuster stuff. And my pack that I have is a fairly screen accurate pack. It actually looks more like the video game pack. And that thing weighs 30 pounds. And walking around with that thing on, I was like, okay, my back is killing me. I'm done. I'm ready to go home. How about you, Mambo? Mamba, did you do anything for Halloween? I was just asking if you did anything for Halloween, anything special. So we should be on the ground in the next 14 minutes or so. Maybe a little bit sooner. All right, Avocado. Ooh, we got some low visibility up here. Hey, you're back. Yeah, terrible landing weather. Let's go ahead and bring down our landing gear. Whoop. Charleston traffic reads 1021, turning final, runway 15 to land. Yeah, I did. No, we don't need braces today. Bracing will not be required. Brace. You and your braces. This is nasty weather, isn't it?
Approaching 15.
Welcome to Charleston Air Force Base. $160. Pretty good, huh? Alright, let's kill these lights here. He said go around. Why would I have to go around? And it was 159, not 160.
Approaching 2-1.
So I see one thing I need to fix. Looks like my smoke effect is actually tied into my landing light some kind of way, so I have to fix that. Go ahead and bring up our flaps. Ram's kind of empty. I'm used to this thing being full of C-17s. So yeah, I really appreciate y'all hanging out with me during this stream. And I actually kind of want to see the replay of that. So as soon as I park, I'm going to go and see the replay of the landing. What time is it? I'm gonna have to loop back because I think I just turned down a taxiway instead of a parking spot. Let me look here in a second, see what time it is. Midnight 24. I'm not sure. Why? What do you have in mind, Avocado? Oh, okay. Yeah, I probably will. Oh, look. Looks like a C5 is taxiing out over there. Either taxiing out or taxiing in. Back it up a little bit because I overshot the spot. There we go. Alright, so we have made it to Charleston Air Force Base. What's that C5 doing? Oh, now somebody wants to chime in. I think that C5 is going to be heading out on runway 15. So let's go ahead and kill our engines. So we don't need engine 1. Engine 2. That's off. Formation light is off. Anti-collision light is off. Alright. So we are good. We are here at Charleston. I was going to watch the replay, but that's all good. Let's watch the C-5 take off out of here, though. So I really appreciate y'all hanging out with me during this stream. And for the newest follower, Mamba Gator Simulation, I really appreciate the follow and appreciate when you were hosting. So I'll be back on tomorrow night, probably around this time, doing another fight. I might fly back up to Dover. I'm not sure yet. Or maybe to McGuire. I don't know. But yeah, I just want to see the C-5 take off, and then I'm going to end the stream. Star flags. What's new with the updated version? Too much effort. And the C-5 is on the roll. Alright guys, so yeah, that's going to do it for this stream. Really appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Avocado, Starflex, Mamba, really appreciate y'all. And turn on those notifications and tune in tomorrow for our next stream. Like I said, I might fly up. I'll catch you next time. Alright, Avocado, Starflex, appreciate it. And yeah, I'll catch up with y'all tomorrow. And I might fly back up to Dover maybe. I don't know yet. So until next time, y'all have a good one.